This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities, and all content provided by this channel is meant for education purpose only.
Quick question. Why pay for a server when you can get one free? I got curious too. So, I tested a bunch of methods, tossed out the sketchy ones, and kept the one that actually works. This video shows you how to set up a completely free VPS. No credit card, no tricks, just a simple, educational walkthrough you can follow in a few minutes. And hey, if you're into tech shortcuts that save money and stress, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Alright, let's start. Before we begin, this is important. Google IDX provides a temporary cloud development workspace for testing and building code. It isn't a permanent VPS, hosting service, or server rental. Everything shown here uses Google's official tools within their intended and allowed usage. Now, go to Google and search for idx.google.com. This is what the dashboard looks like. Here's what we're going to do first. Click Import Repo. If you already have a GitHub repository, you can import it here. Since we don't have one right now, we'll use the second option. You'll be required to log in with your Gmail account, keep that in mind. Next, we'll create a new workspace. Click on New Workspace, look for Mobile, select it, and then choose Flutter. Give your workspace a name you want, then click Create. Wait a few seconds while the environment sets up everything we'll need. We chose Flutter because it automatically provides a complete mobile development setup, including terminal access and essential tools. Now let's open the terminal. Click the three horizontal lines, the menu icon, on the left. Find Terminal, then click New Terminal. You can also use Ctrl-Shift-C to open it quickly. Next, open New tab and search for Foxitux free root. We'll be copying some commands from there for our workspace. You can pause the video and take a screenshot of the command link if needed. This is for educational purposes only. Always review and verify scripts before running them on your own systems. At this point, you'll notice that sudo isn't installed in the workspace, so I'll show you how to add it along with other commands to manage your environment. Go back to GitHub and scroll to the installation section. Copy the clone the repository command, paste it into your terminal, and press Enter. Wait a moment for the repository to clone. Next, copy the provided bash installation command, paste it into your terminal, and press Enter. When prompted, type Yes. Remember, these actions only affect your own temporary development workspace, not any external servers. Now let's check some system details by typing ls-cpu. This environment gives us an 8-core CPU, which is more than enough for development tasks. I'll update the package list with apt update. This part takes a few minutes, so I'll speed it up. After that, upgrade the packages by copying the upgrade command, pasting it, and pressing Enter. While that runs, consider subscribing to the channel. We love to see you again with the next big thing in our next video. To check available memory or storage after updates, run freeh. It will show the current RAM and swap usage. To view disk usage on this terminal, use dfh. If you want Python, run apt install Python. It installs quickly. If you want curl, useful for tools like Ollama, run apt install curl. I won't go deep into installing Ollama here, but feel free to experiment. Docker can also be installed by running apt install docker.io. Again, this environment is intended for development and testing, not long-term hosting. For the final part, let's install NeoFetch. Keep in mind that Google IDX sessions last only for a limited period based on Google's policies. Once NeoFetch is installed, you'll see system information, 32 GB RAM and an 8-core CPU. For a temporary development environment, this is very capable. The host is Google Compute Engine. My session has been active for over hours now, but yours may vary depending on Google's current settings and updates. Here's what this environment is actually useful for. You can test websites, experiment with AI tools like Ollama or LM Studio, run Docker applications, automate scripts, or use it as a safe place to learn Linux without affecting your own system. It's a legitimate development workspace with real computing power, just not intended for permanent deployment. If you run into permission issues, package locks, or network timeouts, don't stress. These are normal in cloud development environments. Remove lock files, rerun updates, or restart your workspace to refresh the session. You can test performance with tools like TopVim or basic CPU stress tests to see how your session handles workload. You now know how to set up a complete cloud development environment using Google's official tools. Explore it, build with it, and use it to level up your skills. If you want more tutorials on AI tools, how to get a free USA virtual phone number for WhatsApp and Telegram, free VPS, free RDP, Docker setups, or advanced cloud workflows, hit subscribe and comment below with what you want to see next.